The Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And, of course, Cole Anthony. Team moving on here without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious that they are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
What the fuck?
They're young and
man, I dunked it. What the fuck was that?
Speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo.
I literally dunked it. And that shit did some totally...
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Over our test.
Why is this shit moving like that? This shit moving weird.
And it's Miami's ball.
I should have pulled that.
Here's Brown. Over Sharp. Brown's shot is off.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Goes up from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with Miami's head coach. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. Durant with a wide open look. Miami no good on that time either.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition. And that helps get the rhythm going.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Pass to Sharp. The wide open look here for Holiday. Offensive rebound. 6 to shoot. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Knocks down the 3 ball.
3 points. This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Durant in the corner. From the arc. And Lively pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Back to Tatum. And it's Ron Artest with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the Wizards.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
Outside Durant. Screen by Pirtle. On the stripe. Outside for Artest. Durant for 3.
That's good.
Drills the
Can't stop
3-pointer.
that.
Durant's got 5 points so far.
KD really just rising up against anybody that
Give me a
height
backcourt.
makes him so dangerous.
Oh my God, that was so fake.
Here's Artest.
No sir, nice try though.
And a chance, though, to take
That was
the lead.
fake. Nigga should not have
With the
scored.
lead. Jackson drives in. And yes, it's good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Brown. It's good from long range. He has 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, one flash pause, motherfucker.
Tatum's got a couple of 3s now in the first for the
Better
Wizards.
cut it out.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Ah.
McCain's shot is on.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to
Oh, I got to step up on that.
A nice shot by Brown.
That nigga shooting like
Not just the
Brown.
accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
What is wrong with my mic?
I tell you what, Brett, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exact.
Shit.
Illogical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Substitution on the court.
Back to Russell. There's the 3. The shot goes in.
But you let that play. You do the same fucking play, too.
Excellent awareness. Enough room for D'Angelo
gotta
to
stop
squeeze
smoking.
one off that time.
Boy, love that
Sharp on the
play.
wing.
Ah.
Outside.
Come here.
Clock at 6.
This nigga missed the shit.
And he
The
lays
fuck?
it up and in.
How about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
Boy, love that play, boy.
Levine wide open. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Sharp. Traps in the tray. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
And
I
there's a
shouldn't have
reason
paid you for the
Levine was
play.
a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Nice, boy. Oh, he missed.
For Jason Tatum, he has been the story so far for the Wizards. He got into double digits for the quarter with
The Wizards. 21.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Levine. And it's Russell picking up the assist. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, I missed. Stop fucking. That gotta be the. That gotta be the motherfucker. And then they come with that bullshit computer. Come on.
What do you think?
That gotta be the string. I literally missed.
A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Bruh. And I didn't get the rebound?
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit. Make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments
kick off with a three.
Take it. He's an aggressive player. Sharp will force defenders into situations where you have to foul him.
Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
For three, Levine hits it from three-point range. Levine's got
go under them, cool.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Pass to Carter. Here's Sharp. Again, the Wizards score.
Three.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now, here is Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in that elevator. He's got some extra juice.
Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. That three off the mark. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by one. Fires the three. Carter pulls it in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes.
I missed that.
A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few
minutes.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that was something else.
How the fuck did I still get stuck on the screen, bro? And I went around it.
When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Outside for Jackson.
That's all too early.
Here's Holiday. And there's the bucket.
Fuck.
And staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside, Levine.
Yep, we there. Oh,
outside,
no.
Russell.
Can't get that up no more.
Pass to Levine. Second shot opportunity.
Yo. Let's get Wendell not there.
And that's a lesson.
I don't care. You can have it, bro.
Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach.
Ah, did that mean a foul? Shit.
The Miami Heat receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Artest. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Artest.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able
Oh my fucking God, bro.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
I should have faded.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The Wizards with the lead. To the middle, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
A nice shot by Katie.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Tatum deciding where to go with
Why
it.
did I not quick stop?
Pass to McDaniels. Wizards passing it around. Lets the three fly.
That's all too late.
Miami grabs the miss.
Too late.
Right now, this is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
No, sir.
I now will send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says,
Oh, my
share the ball,
fucking God.
play together, and we know where the
This
shots are going to
team
come
is
from.
killing me.
We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin,
So did that.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. A nice
Fuck.
shot by Brown.
That was my fault.
Browns got
My
the lead
fucking
up to
screen
2 now for
jumping.
the Heat. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Heat.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Another shot.
On defense, Pirtle makes the most of that great frame he has, using every inch of his height to shut you down. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
With the shot. No good on the last second attempt there.
Yo, this is
So that'll be
crazy.
it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Miami ahead, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Outside Kid. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Outside
Bro,
for
what
Kidd.
the fuck? Where the fuck is my bag?
Screen by Durant.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Wizards, number 5, Cody Williams.
3-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Washington trailing. Now here's Tatum. From deep three-point territory. Tatum with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender.
Bro, why is he on him?
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Pass to Lively. Lively with the screen. Here's Tatum. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
It's Durant on the wing. He's got 11. Hustling it in, Kevin Durant.
And you can the big get in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.